Hello, in this online tutorial we're going to walk through how to use the Build It For Me section of emails and surveys. So just a quick moment, Build It For Me is a situation where you, a business owner or whatnot, may want to do email campaigning but just doesn't have the time or doesn't want to deal with actually building a template, right? You're going to see lots of vendors out there that emphasize, oh, drag and drop, and off you go. And that's just not the case. We support drag and drop editor as well, and we have a very extensible editor that gives you full control over your email template. And at the end of the day, right, it can be hard, right? You have to know how, what the image colors and the image sizes for it to display correctly. It's helpful to have this knowledge. So while you're figuring out what do you want to do, we highly recommend that you take a look at our YouTube channel where we have a how to use our email editor. And if you look at this and if you think this is something that you're not sure you want to do, this is what we've done is we've offered up a new service called Build It For Me, where you could just say, listen, just build it for me, and we'll have some of our great designers actually build you one of the same templates that we have in our site. Okay, so as with all other editing capabilities, that is done in the My Desktop section. And what you're going to see here is you're going to see these are all the different pages that we've used in the past, right? And you could, as we've talked about before, you can use these different tags to drill down and filter on certain ones, right? We have a SMS template section for these when you send out actually SMSs. And we also have templates built for you. This can be a viable option for you, right? So if you want to, let's say if you're an e-commerce site, right, and you want to use here, you'll see some different selections for doing e-commerce transactions. And again, these are just the style, the format. You can change and edit anything in these templates, right? You may not want orange, you may not want flowers, and all you have to do is just put in an image that fits in that template, and you can just reuse this. And this is a very viable option, right, to help you get going. But if you look at this and say, I don't want to deal with it, right, please just do this for me. This is a unique offering of emails and surveys that you're not going to see with other vendors like Constant Contact and MailChimp, where we'll just go ahead and do it for you. So to get this started, what you do is you'll see here the Build It For Me section, right? And then what we'll do is you can go ahead and click Add, right? And we're going to give you two options here, right? One, first of all, if you're an existing customer, let's say you're using MailChimp or Constant Contact, and you want to take advantage of emails and surveys, pay-as-you-go pricing. This is very popular, right? Why pay every month if you're not actually using the service, right? You can just send us your email templates, and we'll convert them into our formats. Here, if you want to go ahead and create a new one, we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll say, what is the name of the project? We're going to say go live. We're in email marketing. And you'll go put your website in. .com. What do you want? Who's your target audience? Small businesses. What's the main goal of the site? Generate sales, right? And just tell us what are you trying to do, and the more information you give us, the better. And you'll have an opportunity to go back and forth with our developers. It's not one and done. If you don't like what we've done, we'll go ahead and do a revision for you, right? So what we ask you to do is tell us, what you want to see in the template. So, we want this to be inclusive and to all people. So we're just going to go and say that. And tell us what you don't want to see in the template. Maybe say, I don't want a busy template, and I don't want these particular colors in their black room, right? And then this is kind of like the other, so no, you do a great job. And then any artwork that you have, we want you to upload to us. Give us your logos, any pictures you want to show in there, right? And it's helpful for us to when we're building this, that if we can see what the artwork that you have, then it just makes it easier for us to build this, right? And you're free to say, listen, just go ahead and get started, or work on soccer balls or whatever it is that you're talking for, right? We can go get the artwork as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click submit, and then you pick the package. The cost is $100, right, for one. And if you need more than one, you just go ahead and put the order in through to do that. And we want to make sure this is clear, right? This is going to be a responsive HTML template, right? So we're going to write it once, but it's going to render correctly on a phone, on a tablet, on different screen sizes. And then we go ahead and test our templates through Email on ASIC. They're a vendor that does email client testing, and they have over 90 different email clients set up, right? So we run it through there to make sure that it's going to render correctly. We also have cracked the technical code so that it will render correctly on older Outlook clients. You're not going to see that with different email vendors, right? So we're going to have one class of HTML for newer email clients, and when we detect that it's an older Outlook client, we're going to render the Microsoft HTML. This is one of the quality features you're going to get with emails and surveys. And again, like I said, if the first cut is not something you want, you can go ahead and reject it and tell us what you don't like about it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I've already put this. I've already put this order through, right? So I'm going to go through and as if it has been completed. So I'm going to cancel out of this. And if I come over here to build it for me and request for approval, you're going to get emails once your editor, your order has been assigned to a designer, and then you're going to get another email when it's ready for review. So if we click it here, and you'll see here, this is the template that we built, and then you'll see a little icon here, and you can view it and go, yeah, this is great. I love this, right? This is something I can work with. This is exactly what I want. And all you're going to have to do is actually just put the text in here, right? You'll be able to edit this text, and you'll be able to edit anything on this, actually, right? That's the value add, so that we get it into our system so that our editor can work with it, right? So once you've done that and you're happy with it, all you have to do is come in here, and if you want to look at the order details, you can kind of see a history of where we're at with the workflow, and then I'm going to go ahead and approve that. And then once it's been approved, it'll show up in your template editor that you can actually use. Okay, this concludes this online tutorial for Build It For Me. Again, like we said, we highly recommend that you review the video that we have about working with our editor. At some point, you're going to want to have to do text edits and maybe change out images. It'll be very helpful for you. Please give us feedback about this video and our YouTube channel as you have it, and we'd like to thank you for watching.